Hey, good morning. Back to college algebra, pre-calculus. And today we're going to go over a little bit about composition of functions and expressions. So we'll go ahead and share my screen. Pause. So, composition of functions. So written F circle G, or the calculated form F of G of X. Okay. So what does this mean? It means we're going to pretty much insert. We're going to substitute one function into another. So let's see here. The f of x is equal to the square root of x minus 4 and g of x are equal to plus 2. Okay, so if I want to do f circle g, what we're going to do is we're going to write down f, but instead of x, I'm just going to put in a box here. We're going to take a number. From that number, we're going to subtract 4, and we're going to take the square root. Which number would you like to subtract 4 from? Well, g. Okay. So this is going to be 1 over x plus 2 minus 4. Okay. And that's what f circle g is. If I go the other direction, what we're going to do is we're going to take 1 over number and add 2 to it. So what's this going to be? It's going to be over. What number are we adding 2 to? Minus 4 is 2. So those are the pretty easy versions of what we're doing here. The next thing we have to worry about is like, well, they're going to ask us what the domain is. Shoot. So in this case, right? Let's do G circle F first, because that seems a little bit easier to start with. We've got 1 over some number, and where we're going to run into problems is if x minus 4 square root plus 2, if this is equal to 0, okay, that's equal to 0. We are going to have some problems. So that's one thing we have to worry about. We also have to worry about that square root of x minus 4, that this has to be a positive number. Okay? So we're not going to take, well, 0, that's okay. But we don't want to take square roots of negatives, and we certainly don't want to have things going on 0. So first thing we're going to do here, x minus 4 is equal to negative 2. And what's the graph of x minus 4 look like? So we're going back to college algebra, right? This is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the square root function shifted 4 units to the right. So it looks like this. Here is the line y equals negative 2. This one. Do these two functions ever intersect? No, they don't. So that's never going to happen. Never have to worry about this case. Now, the other thing we have to worry about is whether or not it's going to be positive. And at this point, right, I think we could say something like x minus 4 must be greater than 0. So x has to be bigger than or equal to 4 in order for this to work. So my domain here, my G circle F, is x has to be greater than 4 for something. Now, in this case, f has to go first. So we're going to put values into f first, and then we're going to worry about what g says. But we can never get to a value that's going to be a negative 2. So we already have the domain of f being greater. Do we have to worry about x ever equaling negative 2? No, it's domain. So we're going to be okay with my domain. Now, f circle g, hopefully it'll be just as easy, but So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Let's see here. So if G was the square root, 1 over x plus 2 minus 4. So there's a couple of pieces we have to check out. Right? First off, x can't be negative 2, is we're going to be in problem. And so she's making a lot of noise, right? She makes a lot of noise. She doesn't like to be held, and she certainly does not like she doesn't like her fidget food. But she's got a little heart condition, and that's why we can't get her fixed. She also has a heart condition, which means she can't get pregnant. I know, we're gonna go. Okay, so that's what the problem is. She's adorable, she's worth putting up with. Yeah, I know. All right, so back to math. So sharing screen. All right, we were in the middle of our domains discussion here, and we can't have x being negative 2, because that's going to be a problem. We also need 1 plus 2 for greater than or equal to 0. Why don't we see what happens when we're 0? Because inequalities can be kind of tough. Okay, so why don't we do this, and then we'll check to see which side. So this is 1 over x plus 2 is equal to 4. 1 is equal to 4 plus 2. 1 is going to be 4x plus 8. Subtract 8 from both sides. So we have negative 8 is equal to, 1 minus 8 is not, say, negative 7. Divide both sides by 4, divide both sides by 4. So we have this is equal to negative 7. Now, we're going to check. So here's 0, here's 4/4, here is 8/4, okay, here's 7. Here is negative 4/4, and here's negative 7. Okay. So if I plug in, all we have to do is pick something on either side of this line. All right, here's our 0 point, right? And if I pick anything one way or the other, we'll see. So what if we put 0? 1 for 0 plus 2 minus 4. So this is 1/2 is 4, or 1/2, right? I say this is minus 8/4, right? That's really, sorry. So 1/8. So 1/2 minus 8/2, this is a negative number. So really what we have, so this ain't going to, so this direction. So, greater than or equal to 0. Let's go ahead and draw 4 greater than or equal to 0. 1 plus 2 greater than or equal to 4. Let's see reciprocal, so that's going to be 1. It's going to be that one. And we're going to have less than or equal to 2. So this is what 2 is really 4 plus 1/4. We're good. So yeah, x has to be less than 7/4 for this to be greater than 0. So there we go. So we need stuff over here. So negative infinity up to negative 7/4. It includes it, so that's okay. And let's see. Can't be negative 2. So our domain negative infinity to negative 2. Union negative 2 up to 2. Negative 7. Okay, so that would be our domain. All right, so that's function composition. Let's do one more. Okay, from your homework. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So let's preview. Oh, you're going to do. I'm sorry about the 22. What's that? Let's see. Yeah, a couple of people have talked to this one. So why don't we look at this one? So what are we looking at here? X minus 1 over x squared minus 16. So this is x minus 1, x squared minus 16. We have x minus 4, 1 minus x. X minus 4, 1 minus x. Okay. And what we're going to do, we're adding. I remember why people have problems with this one. So we're going to add them. Okay. So in order to add them, we're going to need to get common denominators, right? So x minus 1 squared 16. I'm going to go ahead. This bothers me. Right? I'd rather have x minus 1. So why don't we, instead of a plus, we'll do a minus x minus 4, x minus 1. What I did is factor in a negative 1 here, and then swap the. So instead of a plus, we're going to have a minus down here, but it doesn't matter where you write the fraction minus 1. So what we have to do here, this is x squared minus 16, squared minus 16, and it's going to be x minus 1, x minus 1. Any common denominators? So what do we have? Yeah, x minus 1 squared minus, this is really x minus 4, it's plus 4. So we have x minus 4 squared, it's plus 4. That, and this is x minus 1, x minus 4, x plus 4. Now, they want us to multiply this out. So, x squared minus 2x plus 1 minus x squared minus 8x plus 16 plus 4. This is going to be delightful, isn't it? X minus 1, x minus 4, x plus 4. So with my intermediate algebra class, I would offer this because they need to practice doing this. But you guys, I offer some apology because you've been past this. This should be this is not a skill I would test over. This is not a skill that I would expect. Except the fact that it's tedious, I would think you could do this. So this is going to be x cubed, okay, minus 8x squared plus 16x. That's the first one. And then for the second one, we're going to have 4. So we're going to have 4x squared minus 32x's, right? And then plus 64. So they're like x cubed minus 4x squared. 32 minus 16 is 16x plus 64. Negative in front of it, so let's see here. Have x squared minus 2x plus 1 minus x cubed plus 4x squared, right? Distributing the negative, don't forget. It's going to be a, I'll forget it too, trust me. It's all over x minus 1, x minus 4, x plus 4, c. So it's a minus x cubed plus 5 squared minus 2 plus 16 plus 14 x's minus 63 over x minus 1, x minus 4, x plus 4, and that's going to remain. Right? X can't be 1, x can't be 4, x can't be negative. The other notation, that's going to be negative 3 up to negative 4, union, negative 4 up to 1, union, 1 up to 4, union, 4 off to, okay, how delightful is that? Now, let's turn the page a little bit. Should have timed this. Actually, let's make a part 2. Okay, that way your video doesn't take forever to load, and you guys don't have to sit through an hour. So next up will be difference question. Okay, so we'll stop here and